Hello and welcome to Jep's Outdoor Adventures. I'm your host Jep and I'm joined by my dog Yilvis. Today we are presenting to you yet another jugs test, this time testing out another barrel load for the 40 Smith & Wesson, specifically Underwood's, 200 grain Hi-Tek coated hardcast. Now I've had a lot of questions regarding this loadout, if I've tested them, people wanting me to test them. So guys, I am here with it finally. We had a great opportunity to film, which I am very, very grateful for. The weather has been all over the map. Summer just finally started and it's going to end soon. So we're just going to play this however it goes. So anyway, we are back out with another video and I'm very happy and I think you will like this round very, very much. So without any further ado, we'll get right into it. So here we go. Alright, so this is our very first testing medium that we'll be testing out today here. This is the standard bone barrier jugs test. On the front here we have two shop rags here layered up. This is in place of the faux wool. Need to tilt the camera down there, sorry. And we have it glued onto a 1/4 inch thick piece of masonite. Then we have our first row of jugs. Then we have two 3/4 inch thick pieces of plywood. And then we have 6 more water jugs going down the length. Now we have 3 rows of water jugs going widthwise because if the bullet tries to go off to the side, we will still be able to catch it. So we are going to take a step back and we're going to take our first shot. So here we go. All right, first shot, here we go. All right, let's check that out. Okay, so one jug knocked off the table. We have another one knocked off right there. And then we have the one we're really looking for. Hit right there in the center of the board. Split the first jug open. Hit a little low, but it is centered. Right there. Then our exit hole, as you can see, this has been used before in our videos, but it is still integrally strong, so there's our hit. The bottom one there, or excuse me, the top one. There we go. So let's follow it down here. Start to hit a little low. Let's search around here and see if we can find it. All right, so right here in the 5th one. A little hard to see and it's a little hard to move this gimbal, but we have the bullet. Let's pour it out. Oh. Not too bad. All right, there we go. All right, second shot here with the standard bone barrier jugs test. Here we go. Very nice. Got a good shot here. Split it open. Very nicely. Let's see. Got a very nice hit here. There we go. If I end up pointing you in the wrong direction by a little bit with this camera, I do apologize. It's a very bright sunny day. It's hard to see the screen. All right, let's look around and see if we can find it. I think it went right into here. Well, we can't find it. It might pop up here soon. It might pop up in a few weeks when we're mowing again. That does happen more often than you might think. But yeah, we ain't seeing it anywhere. So Oh well. All right, third shot here with the standard bone barrier jugs test. Let's do it. All right, let's hope we find the bullet this time. Hit very nicely. I've been scooting these over so that way we don't hit the same spot. So if I can show you, there we go. Hit very nicely there. Hit side by side on that shot. There we go. Very nice. All right. Well, let's see. I see an exit right there. Okay. I see an exit on the fourth jug. Looks like it slid past, or no, it went right into the fifth. It looks like it went right into the sixth. I saw water. Ah, there we go. Never mind, it looks like it actually went out because it hit the backboard here, which I forgot to mention earlier, but we did put in again. It's another 3/4 inch thick piece of plywood, so. All right, how about that? Actually went through 7 jugs. That's pretty good. Now I imagine it didn't go very far, but it can be very difficult to see anything out here. All right, with a little bit of detecting, sleuthing, whatever you want to call it, we found the bullet. Autofocus sucks, but anyway, just a little bit away from the table. We'll take some up close pictures here again, but very nice. All right, so here is our variation 2 of the bone barrier jugs test. As you can see, it really isn't all that different, except for the actual bone barrier, which is, instead of 2 3/4 inch thick pieces of plywood, it is 1 1/2 inch thick cutting board. Very hard plastic. It's like what you'd find in a butcher shop. Very heavy duty. It has been the testing medium that really shows just how good some bullets are. Underwood's, let's see, 140 grain extreme penetrators for the 10mm really failed with this test. So we'll see how the Hardcast do for the 40 here. I have no doubt the 40 is just going to do fine, but I don't know, maybe not. We'll have to see. So we're going to take a step back. We did adjust everything a little bit so that we are hitting in a new spot on the masonite, just to let everyone know. So that's about it. Let's take a step back. Here we go. All right, first shot here with the second variation of the bone barrier. Here we go. Let's check that out. Okay, as we can see, hit in a nice new spot right there. Very nice. Toss that one aside there. Let's bend it down. There we are. Entry hole. And very hard to see, but I think you can see it. Yeah, there we go. There's our exit. Okay. Oh yeah, there we go. Definitely hit right there. Emptied that one, so that's 3 jugs, 4 jugs. Here, could you hold that for a sec, please? Thank you. There we go, there's the 5th jug. Aha, there we go. Let's tilt you in so you can see. I don't know. Anyway, it's right there. It's poured out. There we go. Let's turn you around. There we go. All right, second shot here with the variation 2 of the bone barrier jugs test. Here we go. Very nice. Hits with a lot of force, that's for sure. Actually blew that other jug open. Oh, very nice hit there. I want to show you the back of the masonite here. Did a very good job there. All right. As you can see, hit very nice. And again on the back side there. So let's see, I do see bubbles right here. It looks like, what is it, the fourth jug, then it went off and hit this one. And it has the bullet down there. All right. Not too bad. All right, and turn the table around, which took me way longer to figure out than it should have. So we could get an idea of just how far the penetration has been. So it's been hitting about 28 inches on average here. So anywhere right between there, it seems. Some of the loads from the 45 plus P loads we've tested out for the Hardcast actually go through all 48 inches. So some of these calibers that you don't really think of for bear protection actually work better than you might think. All right, so this is the new variation 3 of the bone barrier. We'll be tinkering with this, I think, over time, but this is something I've been thinking of for a while now. So what we have here is a little bit smaller than what you've seen before. These are 2 1/4-inch thick pieces of ceramic tile. I tried finding the ugliest ones we could because I really don't want to break up something that's really nice that somebody could use. This is about the ugliest ones I could find. We will see just how well this does, but the ceramic here is going to represent something that's going to shatter a little bit more easily. But that does not mean that it's going to be an easy test to go through. Ceramic is actually one of the things that body armor is made out of because it absorbs energy by shattering. So we'll just see how it does here. Hopefully it doesn't make too much of a mess. So we're going to step back and see how it does. Here we go. All right, first shot here with the ceramic variation 3 of the bone barrier jugs test. Here we go. Woohoo! All right, let's check that out. Again, knocked one off the table. About the result I expected with the shattering. Okay, hit off the side of this jug just a little bit more than I would have wanted, but it did hit it, no doubt. I mean, pulverized it pretty well. Broke that open. Third jug in. Fourth jug. Fifth jug. Where did it go? Ah, there we are. Okay. Let's bend this down so you can kind of see. We have a nice hollow point. How about that? It mushroomed. Yeah, see, I told you this would be a good test. See, I knew we'd get a different result, but I didn't know exactly how different. There you are. All right. Let's see there. That was, again, 5 jugs in. Equals, again, right there, 28 inches, 28, 29, right about there. Very neat. All right. Well, I'm going to take some good pictures of this. Very interested to see how much weight this thing lost. Okay, here we are with the chronograph. Here we go. 968, 983, 1002, 963 again, 987, 1006. And mind you, advertised velocity is 1,000 feet per second, so that is right on the dot. Alright, so as you guys already saw, the penetration for this round was pretty good, about 5 jugs on average, although with the third shot on the first standard bone barrier, it penetrated through all 7 jugs and actually hit the backboard and it fell onto the ground about 2 feet away. We did recover the bullet, but that's wonderful. That's about, what, 47 inches of penetration, although for the most part, as I already showed you, 5 jugs is still pretty good. So, you know, across the board, this actually did a very, very good job. Even with the last round that mushroomed, it still penetrated 5 jugs of water. So you really have to admire that. There was one round, though, that we did not include in the video, and that was actually the very first shot we took. It just didn't end up right. Actually, the bullet split in half. Why is that? I don't know, but it did. So we still measured it, but the video clip there actually didn't turn out very good at all, so I just cut that out from the video, but 6 bullets in total. So anyway, the Brinell hardness for these rounds is 21, which is very, very good. Basically anything about 14 or up, I remember hearing, is pretty good. 16 and up is what you really want. 21 is excellent. Why the round split, I really don't know. But the last round with it mushrooming, that's actually not bad at all. It still remained intact. It still remained a good bit of its weight, or retained a good bit of its weight, excuse me. And overall, it stayed pretty true. So I'm actually pretty happy with this round. So let's go over the numbers here. First of all, the chronograph results. I have this up on the laptop because our printer is acting up. So anyway, the chronograph results came out to 968 feet per second, 983 feet per second, 1,002 feet per second, 963 feet per second, 987 feet per second, and 1,006 feet per second, which came out to an average of 984.83 feet per second, which is pretty good. The round is advertised at 1,000 feet per second, if I'm not mistaken, so that's actually pretty darn on point. So the bullet weights came out to 196.4 grains, 195.5 grains, 193.9 grains, and 194.4 grains, which came out to an average, those are just for the 4 normal bullets, by the way, came out to an average of 195.5 grains. Compared to 200 grains, that's right on the dot, pretty much. Now the split bullet came out to 169.5 grains. I do not know where the other half went, by the way, so we only have the one half. And then the mushroom round came out to 188.1 grains, so it did lose a little bit, but it still retained the majority of its mass, which is very good. I have no problem with that at all, actually. I'm pretty proud of it. Now, that came out to a total average of 189.63 grains. Now, the average foot-pounds of force, because we take the average weight and the average feet per second, we put that together, it comes out to 420 foot-pounds of force, which is very good. And the Taylor knockout, or Taylor KO, came out to 11. Now the Taylor knockout index, for those who don't know, takes into account the grain weight, the speed, and the diameter of the bullet. And it gives you a number. And that number is comparable with other calibers. So if you, I know a lot of people give, or not a lot of people, but a few people give the Taylor knockout index, they give it a bad rap. You know, they'll bash it and they'll try and discredit it. Well, their argument is that because they take a baseball traveling at 100 miles per hour and they put it into the the calculator and it comes out as being more powerful than a 458 Win Mag, that the calculator is completely discredited. Well, obviously they're biased against it, because if they were thinking clearly, they'd realize that they're completely messing up the mathematical formula. They're taking something that was never meant to be calculated into something and try to compare it to something that was supposed to be calculated, and they're trying to compare the results and make an argument that is null and void. If you compare that 458 Win Mag to any other caliber, you'll see that it is accurate. It will give you a good idea of the amount of force that the round will hit with. It will actually be very good at helping you make a decision. And just because the foot-pounds of force is really nice and high does not mean that it necessarily is going to be the right loadout for you. The Taylor Knockout Index, however, cuts through that and actually gives you a good idea of how well the round is going to perform. So I very much like it. So anyway, getting back to the video, I apologize for the rant. The bullet lengths. Now we measure the length of the bullet to see if they got squished in or anything. Now the bullet lengths came out to, for the 4 normal ones, 0.629 inches or 16 millimeters, 0.647 inches or 16.46 millimeters. The third one came in at 0.662 inches or 16.82 millimeters. And then the fourth one came in at 0.626 inches or 15.89 millimeters. Now the split bullet came in at 0.688 inches or 17.47 millimeters. And that's not too bad, actually. But now for the mushroom load, we want to see how much it squished down and how much it spread out. So the mushroom came out to 0.418 inches or 10.61 millimeters tall. And the diameter, measured at 2 different spots, came in at 0.613 inches or 15.57 millimeters. And at the other spot came in at 0.629 inches or 15.98 millimeters. It's a good bit of difference. 4.0 to 6.2 is a good bit there. So it did widen out a good bit. It did shorten itself. But overall, it maintained a good bit of its mass, so I'm not disappointed with it. But anyway, guys, this round did very well. I can definitely recommend it. If you like this video, please feel free to share this video wherever you like by clicking the share icon down below and copying the link. It really helps. And feel free to send it to anybody who you think would be interested in it. If you do purchase any of this ammo, I'm not saying that you should because of legality, but if you do, please feel free to tell the manufacturer or whomever you buy it from that I sent you. It really does help support the channel. And if you do want to go that extra mile, you can check out my Patreon or PayPal.me links down below. You can donate $1, $5 goes a long way to help support the channel. I greatly appreciate it. So please feel free to hit that like button, that subscribe button, as well as that bell icon so you'll be notified every time I come out with a new outdoor themed video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.